Hey everyone, welcome back to another recap podcast from SNXweave, where we give quick weekly recaps of news and important updates from the previous week from the Spartan Council and core contributors. Let's get started. While there was no meeting last week, we've still got a lot of updates for you guys today, so let's dive right in. In case you missed it, Synthetix released gasless one-click trading on Optimism. You can now trade any market on the Optimism network with no wallet confirmations and no gas fees. This release comes alongside some responsiveness improvements and fixes on Base. So if you reported abnormal response times, your feedback is appreciated. Head over to Synthetix Exchange and start your one-click trading session today to experience seamless, zero-cost trading on both Optimism and Base. Synthetix also has some incentive programs and promotions that are ongoing, including the Leverage Tokens Rally, December Base LP incentives, Infinex SUSD depositor rewards, and overtime free bets. Let's review what's left of each of these. Leverage Token Rally. The Leverage Token Rally program is rewarding everyone who tries out Synthetix leverage tokens, which are a user-friendly way to get leveraged exposure to crypto assets featuring auto rebalancing, no margin management, no liquidations, and the ability to be transferable. This is a 5-week rewards campaign, with 4 weeks remaining, for traders who mint leverage tokens. 15,000 OP and 30,000 USDC are up for grabs weekly. Starting this week, rewards will be distributed pro rata based on generated volume rather than fees. Next up, we have the December incentives for LPs on Base, which have been extended for staking USDC and Stata USDC on Base. There are 2 weeks left in this program, and 15,000 SNX and 20,000 USDC are being distributed weekly. Next, SUSD holders can farm extra rewards by depositing SUSD on Infinex. There are 5 weeks left in this program, and 5,000 OP and 5,000 SNX are being distributed weekly. This past week, there were 148 users who deposited 1,000 or more SUSD and qualified for the random patron NFT drawing. The winner was Bitloin1. To enter for next week, make sure to deposit 1,000 or more SUSD into your Infinex account. Deposits will also be earning about 28% APR at today's rates. And lastly, Overtime Markets is giving away free bets of 10 OP to eligible Synthetix exchange traders and SNX stakers. 1,639 wallets that interacted with Synthetix in the last 30 days are eligible. You can check if you're one of them at the link in our blog. And to revisit the topic of leverage tokens, Synthetix released an explainer article on how Synthetix leverage tokens work, while also giving some context on the release. For some quick background, Synthetix recently acquired TLX and has since relaunched it as Synthetix Leverage, the protocol's very own permissionless, non-custodial leverage token platform built on Optimism. It enables users to mint and redeem leverage tokens for over 70 assets with up to 10x leverage, where all leverage tokens are backed by Synthetix perpetual futures contracts. Now, in summary of the explainer article, Synthetix launched leverage tokens on Optimism as part of a broader shift to offer user-friendly tokenized vaults and strategies. These tokens represent leverage positions in assets like ETH or BTC, aiming to multiply price movements by a set factor, such as 3x for ETH3x. The main advantage of these tokens is their ease of use compared to manually managing leverage positions, as they offer transferability, fungibility, composability, and automatic protection from liquidation. Products similar to leverage tokens have been around in traditional finance, such as the 3x NASDAQ ETF, and centralized crypto exchanges such as Binance, but Synthetix aims to enhance them in DeFi. These tokens can be customized based on factors like the underlying asset, leverage level, and how leverage is achieved, such as through derivatives or margin positions. The most important considerations to consider for leverage tokens are leverage level on asset, source of the leverage, rebalancing mechanics, and the minting and redeeming process. However, financial performance can be impacted by factors such as tracking errors and volatility decay. Overall, the goal is to provide a safe, transparent, and efficient way for users to gain leveraged exposure in DeFi. with careful attention to the challenge of leverage management, volatility decay, and fees. Users can try out the current tokens at leverage.synthetics.io and follow the latest updates via Synthetics Telegram channel. And while we're on the topic, Synthetics released an additional article comparing leverage tokens to perpetual futures to help users decide which is a better strategy for them. While both instruments amplify exposure to underlying assets, they behave differently depending on market conditions due to their distinct mechanisms. So let's briefly recap this article and the difference between the two. Leverage tokens maintain a fixed leverage through automatic rebalancing by adjusting the position whenever the leverage threshold is hit. This mechanism helps prevent liquidations during adverse price movements, but can result in volatility decay in flat or volatile markets. Perpetual futures contracts allow users to take leverage positions, but unlike leverage tokens, the leverage factor fluctuates with the price of the underlying asset. They don't have an automatic rebalancing mechanism, which means they can face liquidation if the market moves too far against the position. The article also goes over various market scenarios, including trending markets, price movements leading to liquidation, flat or volatile markets, and continuous adverse price movements. In summary, use leverage tokens in trending markets to benefit from the rebalancing mechanism, and use perpetual futures in volatile or sideways markets to avoid volatility decay. Next, the CyberDex v3 account creation and collateral deposit phase has gone live on base mainnet. V3 is being rolled out in 2 phases, with this being the first, and V3 markets going live with more than 90 perpetual pairs being the second. Phase 2 will happen on February 5th, along with Phase 1's airdrop snapshot. We've linked CyberDeck's step-by-step guide on how to open a V3 account and deposit collateral in our blog. Lastly, S, the native token of Sonic Labs, Trump, and Melania perps are now available to trade on Synthetics Exchange. Find each of these markets linked in our blog and get trading. And that's it for today's updates. Be sure to check out our weekly recap blog post, share this podcast link, and let us know what you think and what you'd like to hear more about from SNXweave. Thanks for listening.